Lydia Duprat here, aka the Home Mentor, and I mentor hoes. That's right! That was a good one. Hoes! Alright, she's getting back into it. I don't really mentor hoes anymore. I feel like it's an essence. Forever mentor the hoes. Listen. Okay, one Morpheus 8 update. I feel like my face is snatching. We're 3 days post now, and I swear, besides this pimple, it did give me a little bit of acne because it's a gun. It's poking your face with these holes, you know, like, of course, like some debris. Guarantee you, this pimple, result of a puppy kiss. Guarantee it. Fatal mistake. But dude, it's snatching me the fuck up. And you're not supposed to see results for 3 weeks, so I had zero expectations. But like Pilar said that like she's seeing it here. Overall, it's feeling snatched. Okay, but listen, update on the tarot cards. See, I was wise to say didn't want to have wishful thinking because I think we had our last fight today. But it felt good because I was like, good, he's someone else's problem now. So I think on camera was my last tear shed. So that felt so nice. Like the fight didn't feel good. But the closure did, and that's what we were really looking for, because I said I would be shocked if anything turned around. So my expectations were low, but I just wanted to know. You know, sometimes it's the uncertainty that is more painful than the process. So now that I know with certainty, thanks tarot cards, thanks for the heads up. It really primed me for the morning events that I walked into. I will not drag that fool. But I would love to, but I'm not that way. If I drag someone publicly on the internet, it has to be because they are a danger to other people. That man is a danger to himself, and that's it. So he does not meet the requirements to get dragged. And that is it. Because I feel like if you drag someone just for sport, then it's like trashy, and I feel like it takes weight out of your words. And I never want to be that person that's just so quick to start like spewing hate and dragging someone because my relationship didn't work out, or a friendship, or whatever the fuck. Because if I ever do need to warn someone of another human, I want people to be like, no, this is serious. She doesn't normally do this. And anytime I ever have dragged a predator, like any number of my exes, but really the only person I ever like severely dragged was Derek Pierce. I'll do it again. Funny story about him. He tried to take a restraining order out on me. I'm gonna make it a TikTok. I'll make it funny because it is funny. He tried to take a restraining order out on me in 2020 after that article was released by medium.com where I talked about what he did to me. And he didn't want a restraining order from me physically. That wasn't the issue. He wanted the restraining order to make me stop talking about him on the internet. So he effectively used a system that tries to protect victims of domestic abuse to silence my right to free speech. It talks about date of abuse. So he talks about the day I posted the article on my Twitter. And it said, you know, like, describe the abuse. She tweeted about it. And then this is the most iconic line where it says, like, in the portion where you're filling out, it's like, were there any witnesses? And he wrote in all of her Twitter followers. And a lawyer did this for him. A lawyer literally submitted that to the court. And of course it was dismissed. It was thrown out. Hilarious. So anyway, so that's an example of a person I would drag who's an actual predator and delusional. All of her Twitter followers. Oh no, we're protect him. Protect this sweet 50-year-old man from getting tweeted about. I only have 8,000 followers on Twitter. Like, anyway, so that's why I will not be dragging my most recent heartbreak. He is a danger to no one but himself. Imagine being my ex though, like, what a flex. But also sucks that you'll be living a life of regret now. But that sounds like a personal problem. You want to see this terrifying picture I drew today? It started off as a church, but now I feel like it just looks like a cabin set ablaze in the woods. Yeah. It makes sense because that guy felt like home to me, so it also felt like he set my home on fire. Actually makes a lot of sense. I like to draw when I talk to people. I always have like notebooks and papers around, and a lot of times like when I'm talking to someone, I'm focused on them, but I'm not paying attention to how the conversation is subconsciously making me feel. So I doodle a lot when I'm going through something. It started in job interviews, and I would doodle as I'm interviewing someone and see if like my subconscious like picked up on anything weird. So they'd leave and look at the doodle and be like, they're hired. They're not hired. Stupid. But you know, the doodling never really stopped. So I'm a doodler. What can I say? One day I'm gonna NFT them. Why not? No one's stopping me. So yeah, so tarot card update, that's what happened. It was the end, and he was right side up, so choices were made of sound mind. I was flipped upside down, but the Three of Cups card, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling ready to party. So there it is. I'm tempted to do another reading on the situation, but I also don't, because I'm like, just bitch. Update, I did the reading. Couldn't help it. It didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know. So, all right, back to the video. The thing with tarot cards is they will tell you what you need to know. Not always what you're asking for. If there's something that tops like other information that you're seeking, what you actually need to hear will come out. So it makes perfect sense, honestly. But I pretty much wasted the entire workday bitching about it. But that's I feel like it was productive bitching though. It was very productive. Pilar, my business partner and best friend, just held an enormous amount of space for me. I am so happy for her because hopefully this is the last time with this individual that she will be needing to hold space for me. I'm praying for her. Pilar does not deserve that, to go through this again. It's gotta be like the 50,000th time. I'm annoyed, but I'd rather be angry than sad. Anger sits right with me. It's motivating. It's making me, I'm inspired. To do what? I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna wait for the dust to settle before we get any ideas. And it's just very much like, It's like that. It's like that. Okay, we'll see about that type energy.
8 hours later.
Oh God, never mind. Sorry, Pilar. We had a very long talk last night. It was very satisfying. You ever see Sex and the City? Mr. Big? That's my big. I guess I involved you in this now. Alright, well, we all made our choices. This is mine. I'm sure it'll all come crashing down in a few days. So maybe the tarot cards did mean a renewal. Just a death first. I mean, you know, it's interesting about the death tarot card is because it can symbolize both an ending and a beginning. It ultimately means transformation. Tarot cards are tricky. Transformation. For now. Supposed to be going to New York on Wednesday, but my ID has not arrived in the mail yet. I lost my driver's license recently and I had to go renew it, and it's still not here. So I don't know if I'm going to be making it to Fashion Week. I really want to support Alan, my friend, who's having a pop-up for his brand. Oh, this is his hoodie now. I showed it even yesterday in the video. I'm telling you, I live in these velour hoodies. They're just so cozy. It's very ominous too. Like, I feel cloaked in the A Kings hoodies. So maybe I can get like a virtual presence there, and we can see just a little something. She's drunk. I thought it'd be a good idea to have a drink or two while I was editing this. Update, it was 2. I've only had 2 drinks. That's how you know I've gotten better with my drinking. 2 drinks actually does something to me. I used to start with 3, so I'm impressed. Yeah, the video just ended and I was like, oh, what did I just stop filming? What have I been doing this whole time? I posted to Instagram. I posted like a little like bitch like type photo. I don't talk about witchcraft much, but I'm gonna talk about it right now. This is like the reward. If you watched the video this long, I'm not gonna tag witchcraft shit in it either. If you watched it this long, you get a reward. I love this little book. The little book of curses and maledictions for everyday use. Now, it's very rudimentary, but it's cute and it's fucking funny, dude. It's got some funny ass curses in here. The artwork is cute. Like, if you're a serious practitioner, you'll probably be annoyed because there's just a lot of shit that should be specified in here. I don't hex often, but when I do, it always fits. The punishment always fits the crime. I love a good return to sender, baby. A return to sender, whatever they did to you, you don't send it right back. This has got to be like a Wiccan-based fluffery. But by all means, don't underestimate it, okay? You can get what you're trying to get out of here. Oh, sorry, I bookmarked. It was so petty. I like to wait for the dust to settle, because if you do enough to ruffle my feathers, there was an explosion. By the time the dust settles with me, I'm usually already moved on to my next scam. So I usually almost never end up hexing someone, but if you get me good enough, I'll get you back. Now, I like the aesthetic of the book. That's why I bought it. It's black and red. It's company colors. And I was like, you can always learn a little something. If you have an extra half hour in the day and you want to ruin someone's life, it's a good book for that. Okay. I love you. And I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't know. We've been doing these dailies past couple days in a row. We're on a streak. See if we can keep it going. Okay. Bye, Ho.